Hi everyone, Emma here. I just got some of these lovely bracelet bars from Sugar Beads. I have another video with the unboxing of these supplies from the Canadian Etsy shop owner. So yeah, they came in a bag. I think there's 20 of them, and it was like $3 or something like that. They are flat. You can see. I did take it and they're really hard, so you might use, there's a tool that's like a nylon tool that's bent, and you can press it and it will bend it a bit. But I just went and took it onto my mandrel and just kind of push down, and yeah, that's actually seemed to bend it. So you can probably use your nylon mallet as well. Yeah, so I think starting with this, it occurred to me I don't have any stamps for this, so you're supposed to be able to stamp these, and I don't have any stamps. So I thought, what could I put on here to kind of dress it up? And then I remembered I had these flat backs that I got from Beadaholique. So I started going through, and of course, I grabbed the pink ones. So let's take a look and see. And I've never done this before, so I don't know what glue I should be using. Oh, these are beautiful. It doesn't say the color. The code probably tells you. Oh my gosh. So these are Swarovskis. Look at the incredible craziness of these guys. So let's see. I'm going to tilt my camera a bit so you can get a better view of what I'm doing here. And let's flip that over. So let's try one in the middle. It's hard to flip. Oh, there we go. That is beautiful. Look at that. So let's put that one in the middle. I think 3 would look. Wow, it's really hard to flip them over. Just my fingers are so wonky. There we go. Okay. I should probably, there's a tool. Somebody mentioned using beeswax to, actually, you know what? I do. I have some, I have beeswax, but it's not sticky enough for this to grab these. But what I do have is a kneadable eraser, and it is sticky, so I could probably use that. So that looks good. I wonder if I did even more. Because we like bling. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Let me see 4. Let's slide them. Oh wow. That's beautiful. So they look a little more orangey right now at this angle, but they are definitely pink. I'm gonna try 5. Really dress it up. Oh, there was one out already. Yeah, let me show you what it looks like. Let's see the sparklies with the light. So I don't know. Let me see. We'll take one away. Slide them over a bit. Actually, maybe space them out a bit. I think 4 looks nicer. Now, I know some people mention the rule of 3, so let's take a look at what 3 looks like. That's actually not too bad. And I actually have an orange. I might have a bigger pink too, so let's look at what we have here. Okay. Oh, we have some teeny tiny ones, but we have a lot of these. Let me see if we add a big orange one to the middle and 2 small ones on the side, what that would look like. Yeah, I think we'd stick with this. So I hope everybody's doing well. I'm trying to think of the best way to put this to make it stand out. I'm not sure I'm digging the 3. You know me. I need me some bling. I should get my sticky stuff out. I'll definitely get it. Yeah, I like the 4 better. Okay, so let's put this one over here, that one there. So let's slide them off, and let me get my sticky kneadable eraser and the glue. Okay, so I have this tool that I got for, I use this in my colored pencil portraits, and it's to make whiskers. So what you do is you press down onto the paper and do the whisker, and then when you go over it with the color, it leaves the space empty, so there's no color, and then you can go in with a white pencil later and highlight the whiskers. So it's kind of a neat little trick, and I have a piece of my kneadable eraser here. I thought I'd grab a clean piece. And you can see how sticky it is. So, well, this is nice and soft. It makes me want to chew gum. I don't need that much. What am I doing? I just need a tiny little piece. And we'll put that away. Something like this, maybe. Let's see. Ah, perfect. Look at that. It works. Okay. Now I've got my GS Hypo. I am not sure if this is what I should be using, but we're gonna try it. Let's pour the drop. Okay. Hang on to it a little better. And oh, that was way too much. And I didn't grab onto it that hard. Yeah, it's just smudging all over the place here. And I should have another tool to oh, I'm supposed to do 4. So let's move that over. Move that over. I think what I might do is take a bit of the glue this way. Put a drop there and a drop there. Then grab that there. Okay, and let's get my tissue here and wipe the tool off and move these guys before they dry. That one's drying already. They're a bit low there. Let's see if we can get some of this glue off. Well, it seems to be coming off. There. That's not too messy. There we go. That's not too bad. I might have to fix this. I mean, this glue is kind of like it's pliable after, so you can kind of peel it off. So I don't know how well it'll hold these crystals. So if you have any suggestions on what I should be using for these guys, but that one's was a bit low. There. Okay, we'll try that. And let me get the lid back on this guy. So that is officially my first time ever gluing Swarovskis and actually ever using them, because I bought them and I haven't used them yet. I want to put these guys away so I don't lose them. I might need one for something else, so let's hang on to those pink ones. And we'll put these guys away. Make sure they're all closed. And then decide what we're going to put on this bracelet. So, let me see. I wonder, I have these lovely pearls that I got from AliExpress, and they were, these are, I think they're 8mm. Let me put it in here, or some out. Ooh, actually that would be really nice. Silver and pearls. Let me grab my caliper here. I've ordered so much stuff, I can't remember which, if they're, so these are 8s. And I have some teeny tiny ones. These are 4mm. So we could do a pearl. Ooh. Initially I was going to do leather. I have this lovely pink leather, but I feel like this flat color, if it was a metallic, it might be nicer. So I kind of want to, so I was going to use these. So we don't need these for this. So let me see. This actually would be lovely 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6. Let's get the ruler out. We want to do a 7-inch. So let's put it at the 3.5 mark. So we know we have to go a little more on each side. So let's take some out. And you've got to remember we have the clasp and whatever jump rings or whatever. So let's do it 7 this way, and then it'll be slightly bigger than a 7. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So it's slightly under 7, so that should work. Okay. This is going to be the simplest bracelet ever, but beautiful. La, 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 la. Oh, and this little guy, this was from the haul. These are beautiful, and I did a video on that one. So you'll see that soon if you haven't seen it already. Okay, now let's think about what we want to use for spacers. I did get some small jump rings, closed jump rings. So you could use a jump ring as a spacer. Let's see what that looks like. So I have these guys. And they are, I think they're 6. Yeah, 6. Let me string some on and take a look at what it's going to look like. So let's do a bead. So these beads I got from AliExpress. They were, I think 400 for, oops, you could put 2, I guess. 400 of these. Now I can't remember how much I paid. And the problem is I just ordered a bunch more, so that's why I can't remember. Oh, this looks lovely. I actually like that. It's very kind of elegant. So let me, yeah, I ordered 100, so we have lots. Okay, so now we need to figure out how we want to string this. Do we want to put a crimp bead? Yeah, that's, so we will attach, we don't need our ruler now, we have an idea. Let's figure out our clasp. So what would be a nice clasp? Do we do metal or do we do a toggle clasp? Let's take a look. Okay, I pulled out a few things. So I did pull out some magnetic clasps. There's 2 here. I think I'm gonna go with a lobster claw. It looks a little more elegant. And you can always switch it out to a magnetic one later if you have issues with your hands. And I pulled out 2 large crimp covers so that we can cover the crimp there. I guess we're going to need some on the other side too. So I have some more in this container. This is a good way to, I have a container, one of these like plastic storage containers that I got from the dollar store, a smaller one. And when I'm done messing around with stuff, I throw it in there and somewhat organize it as I throw it in there. So then later on I can just go and grab stuff directly out of that instead of getting a bunch of different bins. So that's what I did. So the one on this side and one on that side. Hopefully that's not going to make it too long. It may end up being a 7.5 inch bracelet. You like how I do things? Okay, and then, so when I was looking for the clasp, I pulled out this. This I just got from AliExpress, the Panda Hall store, and it's a toggle clasp. But I was like, ooh, this would look nice right here. And I have this lovely check glass bead. The one side is clear and the other side is like a rose, metallic rose. So this will, if I can get it to dangle inside, that would be very awesome. We'll see if I can do that. And then I pulled these guys out and we'll make a little dangle with that. So let's go ahead and do those. I probably should do those last. We'll see. I was watching a video last night and it was some kind of work or showing you top 10 tips on, like, I wish I'd have known before I started wire wrapping, something like that. And this person is hilarious, and she'll say things like, I'm doing it in this order because it's my video and I can. So that's my excuse. So we could either do just a tiny, which might be nicer, or large. Let's try the tiny. Yeah, I kind of want it to match the other. So let's go ahead and get my tools out here. I ran those pliers and these guys. Okay, let's see. So I haven't used these head pins yet. Not sure how. Well, they're pretty stiff, so we'll see how that works out. Sometimes stiff head pins are better. I want this loop to be fairly small. I'm just putting wire through it, so it's not a big deal. I guess I could hook it on. You know what? Maybe I should hook it onto the bracelet bar before I this famous last words. I may have to, you know, I ordered all kinds of head pins. Well, I ordered these things. Some of them have the head pin on it. Some of them have loops. Some of them have fancy stuff. Most of them are flat. And I know there's different names for them. But like I said, I'm new to this, so... So maybe I should have put a bigger loop on this, but let's just see if we can squeeze that down and get my other pliers somewhere. Oh, there they are. Okay, let's see if we can get this around. Ooh, they're tight. That's pretty good. I'm getting better at this. Yeah. Okay, I got these new nippers. I'm so excited. They get in a lot better than the others. Okay, I need to tuck that. That's definitely sticking out. I have to be careful not to crack my beads. Ooh, it's a bit sharp. There. Okay. And we'll, now the heart one, I gotta think this through here. Let's do that. So, you know what? I might create a loop there and then another loop above. Here. Let's do that. And then, I don't know if this is going to work. We may have to do this all over. Okay, let's see if that'll work. There. And okay, let me cheat here a bit. You guys are like, oh, what are you doing? I don't know. It looks like it might work. I probably should have did it separate. And if this was softer, you know, if I had a soft wire, I might end up doing it with the soft wire. That would be way too easy. Okay, let's do something like this. Where are my flats? There. Okay. It's kind of goofy, but that's actually very goofy. Let me see if I can. I should probably put it on first, but again, that would be way too easy. Yeah, you know, I need to change this. So that's, you know, that was an attempt gone wrong. So I will get some wire out and do this properly. Okay. Okay, so I pulled out 20 gauge wire. That should be good. And I'm just gonna grab a hold and see if I can straighten this. And I'm going to cut a piece off. Let me see. So let's try this technique where you create your own little... Oh, you know what I saw somebody do, but actually this is probably too small for this, is create a knot for your, like, instead of a head pin. So I'm just going to curve it a bit and see if I can flatten this. It's hard because it keeps flipping over, but it's getting there. And then you just kind of turn it a bit. You don't have to do too much because that's gonna stop it from coming off. Let's see if we can do something like that, see if that works. It's a little more than what I want. Let's pull that up. Don't want to damage it. Let's see if I can tighten this a bit. Here, let's grab onto this and bend it with the flats. So let's kind of straighten that out for now. And I'm just kind of, there, that's better. It was a little too much. There, that's a wee bit better. So now, see, I think this is in the way. I did. Like this. Wonder if I should cut it right now. This may be, I may be sorry for doing this, but let's try it. So we're gonna bring this around through here and pull it like that. In my bright ideas, this is what happens. I'm constantly doing stuff like this. And oh, one of the tips that that lady said is this special stuff like silicone that you dip the tips of your tools in, and it stops from scratching your work. I'm surprised that this wire is still, like, I probably should have had an even thinner wire. See, I see the wire and I think, oh, I can do this. I got this. And then I'm like, oh my God, this is harder than it looks. Okay. Let's cut this. We'll call that a messy wrap. How's that? It's actually not too bad. There we go. So we can actually put a jump ring. I do have those head pins with the little loops. But you know what? I think it would be too much. I think this just needs a jump ring. Enough messing about. So let's move this aside. And all these little bits of dead soldiers. Okay, I'm going to put a larger jump ring. To attach that heart. And I wonder if I should put it on the other side so it doesn't conceal the other one. Usually they put them all on one side, but... And I say they in the collective they. You know, all those people. My mom used to call it that internet thing. And she always referred to it in conjunction with my sister Sylvia, because my sister Sylvia is a programmer for one of the biggest banks in Canada, and she's worked there her whole career. When she was little, I'm trying to think, maybe grade 3, they brought my parents into the school to talk about her, because she was probably about 3 grades advanced from everybody else, and they wanted to put her ahead, and my mom said no. She wanted her to be in with her age group and whatever. I'm not sure what the deal was, because I think she would have had a lot more opportunities. And I haven't talked to her recently about it, my sister, to see what her feeling was on it. I don't think she cared either way, but when she got to university, when we got to high school, she they had, I think it was in grade 9, you weren't allowed to take a lot of different courses. You had I think you had one, you could pick one course, and it was between geography and history. Oh wait, no, you did have an elective that you could pick, a fun elective. So I picked art and she picked band class. She was destined to be a nerd. She hates that word, by the way. My poor Sylvia. She can't watch The Big Bang Theory at all. I'm like, are you serious? Now, she was only, I think, 2 women in her course when she was studying programming. So it's probably where that aversion to the word nerd and stuff comes from. Let me just make sure that's on there good. I can clip it short. We'll put a bead cap and we'll start threading this. This is going to be amazing. You know, this is supposed to be a quick bracelet and I'm already into 40 minutes. But I guess it would be faster if I got my supplies ahead of time. That's why I have everything so like close around my desk, so I don't have to get off my lazy butt and go grab something. So let me get this covered. But yeah, so I think in grade 10, that's when they started with computer programming classes. And we went to an all-girls school. So there was none of this no women in programming issue because it was all women. It was a school run by nuns. So they were huge on making math and science mandatory for women, for us. So they were pretty awesome. I don't like the way that's sitting. You know, let me see if I can take that off. I wonder if it'll slide off. Let me see if I can fix it a bit. So grade 10, she started with computer class. And before we knew it, she had saved her money and we were going to the store to pick up her Commodore 64 that she had ordered. And so I had access to a computer my whole teenage years while she was, and she used this Commodore 64 all through university, which is hilarious. Do you know anything about computing and programming? Yeah. I think by grade 12, she had a job in the summer working for the government. So they offered, I'm going to cut this down so I don't have as much to thread on here. Let's put some of these guys out. They offered her the wholesale price on an IBM clone. 6, 8, 9. I think it's 9 on each side. So I don't know if I did this, if it would go over that bead cap. Oh, actually, it fits. That's good. Oh, this is going to look beautiful. Look at this. Wow. Okay. This is working out nice. So yeah, she was able to get an IBM clone. So it was a little easier for her work. I remember the first time she had set up a modem, and she had some friends in another town that were into computers as well. And so she had set up a modem and dialed in to talk to them in real time. And so she had me sit down at the computer and type a message in to her friend, and then her friend responded right away. We were going nuts. Oh my god, I can't believe it, that's amazing. Can you imagine? Now we're like, if we click something and it doesn't come up instantly, we're like, oh, what's taking so long? Oh, it's so funny. Yeah, we are hooked on our devices, that's for sure. I saw a video of a toddler, like a 2-year-old, that had a magazine, and the toddler kept going like this to the magazine pages to turn the page. That's how used to using a tablet this little baby was. Amazing how quick. This is awesome. So, I mean, it's really no point testing it on my wrist. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So let's leave it at 9. We'll put one of these in here. And we need, I'm wondering if I should use a closed jump ring to attach. So the question is, do I use a small or a big one? Let me see how easy this is to grab that. I have some bigger ones, that's why there's 50 here. I've tried to find these all over the place and I cannot find them. I got them at Sugar Beads. I'm gonna have to check and see if she has any left. I might order a whole bunch of them. So yeah, I think I'm gonna put the big jump ring for the end. So let's get another bead, crimp bead. There and there, and put that through. I'm still stunned by this wire. This wire I got on eBay probably like 10 years ago, and I think that's probably as far as I want to go with that, because I'm going to put a crimp cover on there. But let's bring this a little closer to here, there, like that. So yeah, I got this wire for super cheap. You know, I sound like a broken record. I've told you guys this over and over, but I'm still surprised. I'm gonna have to go look at my eBay account and see if they still have that past invoice, because this stuff, it's probably only 7 strands. I don't think it's any more than that, but it's plastic coated, and it came 10 rolls for like $3. So yeah, it'll probably take me a long time to get through it, so I probably don't need to order anymore. Okay, so it's a bit loose, but maybe when I put the cap on it will be fine. Bead in there. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I think once the cap is on, it should be fine. And if not, what I might do is I have some 3mm bead caps, and I've done this before. If it ends up being too loose, then you just add another bead cap. It looks like a real bead, and you know, it kind of matches what you're doing. And then it takes out that slack a bit. But you know what? This is a bracelet, so we probably do need some slack. Let's move that there. We can straighten that out without scratching it. I'm not used to using these big caps. Doo-doo-doo. There. That's perfect. That's exactly, there's still a bit of wiggle room. You can move it around. This is turning out so nice. I should have made it my size. Somebody's going to get a beautiful bracelet. Okay, so let's do the other side. I have some more line here. We'll cut a nice length. And we need a little, okay, so bead, crimp bead. This doesn't matter. Do it like that. Pull that. A little bit more, just a hair more. There. And hang on to that. Squeeze this guy down. That's what I wanted. Make sure that's not going anywhere. Clip this. Okay, and bead cap. There, that's kind of what I like to do, is have it tucked over. Although I probably squeezed it a little too much there. Let's see if we can bring the round shape back without scratching it. Oh. Okay, let's string some of this goodness on. These pearls are beautiful, by the way, so I would definitely recommend them. If you're interested, let me know and I will pop the link in there. I might do it anyway. It depends how much work I get done today, but you can always comment. They're pretty easy to find. Just go to AliExpress and search, let's say, 8mm pearls. Yeah, they're nice and they're glass. Nice and look at that. Oh wow. This is amazing. Yeah, this is really pretty. I do think it would look better with them both on the one side. And actually, we can go ahead and move that. So I think that makes the argument not to string it directly onto the bar or use a jump ring, because I could do the same for that. But we could take that and move it over to the other side. In the meantime, we are going to put a crimp bead on here and the lobster clasp. And pop that in here. And pull it down. Just grab that with my nail. And I think that is just going to pull it up a bit like that. Squeeze this guy. I'm going to pull it up there. I don't know if this one worked. It's kind of not doing it right. Every once in a while one of these doesn't want to sit right. It's almost like it just doesn't want to squeeze shut. So let me move my wire down. Maybe that'll help. This kind of has me nervous. I think if I can pull this off without damaging my wire too much. This is a sketch here. So we will put a new one on here. I had a feeling when I picked it up it was not completely round, so that's probably what happened here. Let's see if we can adjust this so it's not damaged. Okay, let's try this one. And the lobster claw. I'm going to cut some of this off. I have 3 minutes left on my video, so I will thank you now for watching, and hope everybody's well, and hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't, I say this a lot and everybody's like, you're not boring. I hope it wasn't too boring. I find when I'm doing something that takes a little more of my attention than normal that I don't talk as much. So to me that's kind of boring. But I mean, it's not boring when I watch it in somebody else's video, so I don't know why I would think it is, but I just want to check in, make sure this is the wire's a bit funky now, so it doesn't want to go through. Here, let's do it this way. There, that might do it. Yep. Hang on to that. That one went down easy. Look at that. So I've got glue on my fingers here from the crystals. Okay, let's cut this, and we're going to move that heart over, add the crimp cover. This. I'm trying to get this around and it keeps popping down. You know, when you try to do something in a hurry, then you start making mistakes. Yeah. Ta-da! So let's take this guy off. It just looks off balance. Put it here. We'll do it this way. Put it at the bottom. That's better. Yeah, look at that. And let's go like this. It's turned out really nice. Okay. There we go. Look at that. A lovely Swarovski bracelet. And I'll just clean up this glue a bit. Beautiful. Let's move some of this out of the way so you can kind of get an idea. There we go. Look at that. Awesome. That is beautiful. Just lovely. That turned out super, super beautiful. Great. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.